All right, I want to give you guys a little something to think about when it comes to boxing media. There's two kinds of bias. There's a bias in how you cover a particular story, right? And there's a selection bias, okay, in what you choose to cover or not to cover. A selection biased. Two guys accused of the same exact thing, but you only choose to cover one and not the other. Okay, and of course, you know, the traditional spinning everything into a negative or twisting everything up towards a certain individual, you know, to make it appear one way or the other. But anyway, I just want to throw that out there. And by the way, there's too many damn counterpunch boxings on YouTube. I'm going to change my damn name. Okay. All right. A couple of quick points. Both Amir Khan and Terrence Crawford fought at light welterweight. Now we're in a welterweight contest. Okay, I like it. Pretty cool. And by the way, at the end of the video, I'm going to read a few comments. You know, it's a little Gennady Golovkin and Canelo, I believe. But yeah, you know, we're talking about Golovkin's opponent, and I'm going to read some comments from you guys, and I'm trying to do that on every video. So, look, I do give Terrence Crawford a little credit for this one. Okay, you know, most of you probably know. Okay, probably know. You know, I had a lot of criticism for Crawford, his career at light welterweight, you know, Julius Ndongo, just whatever. We're not going to get into it right now, but, you know, I criticized it. And he hasn't really done a whole lot, in my mind, at welterweight outside of beating Jeff Horn. Terrence Crawford was he 5'8", 74-inch reach, 34-0, beat Prescott, you know, the dude that knocked out Amir Khan. Then you have Burns, Gamboa, Beltran, Delorum, Lundy, the crazy movement head Lundy, and then the fight that I give him a lot of credit for really is Victor Postol. Okay, and it goes on. John Molina Jr., Diaz, you know, Julius Ndongo, Jeff Horn, okay, welterweight, Benavidez, and now Amir Khan. But quickly, take a look at Amir Khan. 33, 4 losses, 5'8.5" and 71-inch reach. Now, what really surprised me here was I didn't think Crawford had a longer reach than Amir Khan, but apparently he does. 71 Khan, 74 Crawford. Is that a mistake? I don't know. I just didn't see it that way. But you know, I want to say I need to watch those two guys like side by side. But anyway, let's get to the knockouts. Okay, KO, British Prescott, 2008. Okay, loses by decision to Lamont Peterson. Okay, then TKO'd by Danny Garcia, and of course, KTFO. You guys know what KTFO means by Canelo Alvarez, okay? Canelo, and that was a brutal knockout, a brutal knockout. But check this out. He's only lost one, Amir Khan only lost one out of his last 7 fights. I was looking at that last night. And, you know, his last, out of 7 fights, he's only lost one. Okay, so, you know, I think a lot of people kind of shit on Khan here. But look great against Devin Alexander. I remember watching that fight. I was like actually in a Facebook group, you know, talking about it live during that fight. You know, fast as lightning, quick, you know, looked good. Even looked really good against Canelo. I had him actually winning rounds, you know, before that knockout, you know, so he looked good against Canelo, all right? Beat Diaz, Collazo, Algieri, Vargas, Marcos Maidana, you know, and I don't know if you guys have seen the Pacquiao sparring sessions with Amir Khan, but you know, I had it pretty even. You know, he was holding his own against a prime Pacquiao. Okay, a prime. Now that was a long time ago. You know, back then they were both younger. He was much younger, much quicker, and all that. But you know, did really well against a prime Pacquiao. So you know, I think, hey, you know, Spence is going to talk about how well he did against Mayweather, right? We all hear that was like his claim to fame, right? Spence, you know, the infamous Mayweather sparring sessions. Well, I thought I'd mention Khan and Pacquiao because Khan did really good against Pacquiao. But you know, so, but of course, here we go. He's cursed with a bad chin. All right. I mean, I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. And I've heard the debates about it. You know, if you look at the shots he got caught with against Prescott or Danny Garcia, even Canelo, you know, any time he was hurt that, you know, by a good clean shot, that would have probably hurt any welterweight or any light welterweight, whatever, you know. So is he cursed with, people landing like incredibly good shots, or is it a weak chin? I think it's a weak chin personally. So, but still, regardless, he's got a problem with his chin. So I'm not trying to say that he doesn't, because he absolutely does. Okay. Now, April 20th, Madison Square Garden. All right. So let me give you guys my 30-second prediction. Okay. Amir Khan, I think he's going to win a few rounds before the inevitable happens, right? I don't think his chin has improved with age, obviously. So I think, the inevitable will happen. But the question is, how do we rate Terrence Crawford's power at welterweight? I mean, to me, we simply don't know, because he hasn't done a whole lot at welterweight. He got the TKO against Jeff Horn, right? Round 9. TKO against Benavidez in 11 or 12, I think, something like that. So I don't know. How do we rate his power? So it's hard to tell, what Crawford is going to do to Khan, power-wise, right? But anyway, WBO welterweight title on the line. Also, we have Sean Porter fight coming up, by the way. Speaking of the welterweight division, Danny Garcia fight coming up. I'll talk about that in another video. So look, all right, I gave you my quick little 30-second prediction, but let me tell you, what the other half of my brain says. Okay, now hear me out. Bear with me. I kind of think Amir Khan, he might be able to pull off the upset. Okay, I think he's incredibly underrated because of his chin. But like I said, if you look at all his fights, he gave everyone problems. I mean, any fight he's ever been in and lost, he was giving them problems. Okay, including Canelo, Clembuterol, okay, and remember, if it goes to the judges, Terrence Crawford will win. Okay, Uncle Bob's going to make sure that he will protect Terrence Crawford. Okay, so but look, I don't. By the way, I don't think he's going to chase a knockout. I think he's going to fight a very smart fight. I'm talking about Terrence Crawford. I think he's going to time him. And that's what I think. And there's a difference between timing someone and chasing a knockout. I don't think he's not going to chase a knockout. He's going to time him. Okay. Now, I've done the same thing in my personal life. When I've sparred and my little sparring sessions, things like that. People that I knew they could box better than me, I would intentionally lose rounds so I could time them. So I kind of think we might see that. We might see Khan up on the cards, and Crawford, he's just going to time him. And that's really what I think is going to happen. And but again, I'm wondering about that power. So I'm just wondering, about that power. So, and I wonder, what type of Amir Khan is going to show up. That's another thing too, because, he's been a little bit inconsistent, kind of like Billy Joe Saunders in a way. You never really know what you're going to get out of Amir Khan. Is he doing this for the money? Is he really trying to make a comeback here? Like, what's he doing? And why the hell isn't he fighting Kell Brook, right? I mean, that's the real question. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, I probably think Amir Khan, like I said, looking for a payday. I just don't see that competitive, hungry fight he once had, back when he was chasing like Pacquiao and Mayweather and anyone else with a name. It just seems like he's here for the money, okay? And if he gets a win, great. There's another paycheck. If he loses, he really doesn't have anything to lose. Just add it to the other 4 losses and hope to get another payday in the future. I kind of think that's his mindset right now. So, the only thing that really stands out, or the only one that really stands to lose anything, substantial, would be Terrence Crawford. He could lose his belt, his ranking, a future big pay-per-view payday against someone like Spence or Thurman or whoever. And like I said earlier, if it goes to the judges, Crawford will definitely get the nod. But, I'm going to say Crawford TKO, probably in the later rounds, somewhere between 6, 7, and 11, somewhere in there. I just feel like Khan is going to take some big shots, and basically he's going to walk him down and get the TKO. Like I said, timing kills speed. And that's what I think we're going to see. I think we're going to see timing kill speed. Now, remember me telling you that, okay? Just remember. So, that's just what I think. So now, if we can venture off into fairy tale land for a minute, okay? What if Amir Khan could pull off the upset, like I mentioned earlier? What if he could outbox Crawford and actually make it 12 rounds? Would we have another biased decision from the judges, because like I said, we know Crawford is protected. He's a protected fighter, and especially in this particular matchup, because they are all top-ranked people, so he's basically, you know, the what do they call it, the establishment fighter in this situation, because it's a top ranked event. Okay, so I really doubt the judges would give it to Amir Khan if it came down to it. So I think the best case scenario for Amir Khan is a close decision that could go his way but doesn't. Okay, so let's say it does go 12 rounds. You know, we could argue, yeah, you know, I had it for Crawford, you had it for Khan, that kind of thing, but ultimately the judges will give it to Amir Khan. That's kind of, like I said, like my fairy tale prediction, because I really do see a knockout here, and I think it's you know, like I said, he's gonna time him. I don't know. I'm gonna say, a lot of people are saying round 6, but I'm thinking maybe a little bit later. You know, maybe a little bit later, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, I don't know. I'll probably make like an official prediction video, but that right now, that's kind of where I'm at with it. So anyway, let's get to some of these comments so I can close it out. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing me talk. So now this is me. Okay, I uploaded a video, well, like a day or two ago. I wrote, so I uploaded my video that is nearly 14 minutes long, and I counted to 10 before someone hit the dislike button. You know, too many haters out there. You can't dislike a video after hearing 10 seconds. So here's what happens. You guys don't see what I see because I'm the guy uploading the video. What'll happen is I'll upload a video and it says ready to watch on my end, ready to watch. And within 2 seconds, people are hitting like dislike, 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 dislike. It's just trolls, you know, people that hate the channel, or what, they get a notification, they come to YouTube as quick as they can, and they hit dislike. I mean, like, serious, like how, I don't know, man, like how, just get a life. I'm not going to be mean to these people, just really, I mean, seriously, like, I mean, to me, if you don't have anything better to do with your day than to wait for a notification to come on your phone to go dislike somebody's channel that you don't know, just get a life, right? I mean, but, oh shit. Okay, so let me read this dude's comment here. Okay, who the hell is he? Now, he's talking about Golovkin's upcoming opponent, Adams or whoever. Who the hell is this guy? Completely agree with you. Do you remember Miguel Cotto destroying the contender guy? Alfonso Gomez, same thing will happen here. I totally agree with you, really. And hopefully Gennady Golovkin doesn't, hopefully that's not who he's going to fight, but I've heard it's official, and I'll probably make a video about it, you know, tomorrow. Gennady Golovkin has a life, business, family, children. He's been taking care of business. He's a promoter. Nope, never heard of Adams, but I also never heard of Rocky Fielding before his fight with Canelo. Okay, all right. Damn, give him a break, bro. He's been gone for a minute. He needs a tune-up to get back into form, shake the rust off. Plus, he's not the champ anymore, so he can fight whoever he wants to. You're being a bit critical. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay, I'm glad I read that comment. Okay, I've like devoted 2 years of my life supporting Gennady Golovkin, campaigning for Gennady Golovkin, defending Gennady Golovkin. You know, I've even like lost a ton of money on this channel because of Gennady Golovkin, because it doesn't pay to be a Golovkin defender. What pays is to support guys like Canelo, Mayweather, you know, whoever it may be. Okay, that's what actually makes you money on YouTube. But I took the other road. I took the honest road. Okay, I mean, I tell you the truth. And honestly, that's just what it is. I'm truthful, which is a rare commodity on YouTube. So as far as give them a break, man, I've given them a break for 2 years. And I'm sorry, when you are a elite world-class fighter that was robbed of your legacy, you don't need a tune-up against a guy like Adams. You need a tune-up with any other guy. I don't care. Pick whoever the hell you want. Charlo. Throw Charlo. I'm even a Charlo. I'm that confident Gennady Golovkin would beat him. So no, I don't get. I mean, I did say I'd give him a pass, but I have a hard time giving Golovkin a pass against some guy on the Contender, a TV series show that has just no business on that stage, none. So, you know, I mean, you know, you got to be realistic, people. You have to, you know, you have boxing fans, and then you have fans of a boxer. Okay, I'm a boxing fan, so you got to be realistic. So Golovkin has been drug-free all of his career. He earned his pass. He's 37 years old. Take it easy on the veteran Triple G. I want to see him fight again, even though. Okay, I mean, again, just I don't want to repeat myself, but it's not that I'm being hard on Golovkin, but it's a bad move. It is a terrible move. And it doesn't do anything for Gennady Golovkin. I mean, you guys are saying, you know, he needs to shake off the ring rust. You do that in sparring, okay? You do that in camp. You know, you don't need to get in a ring and charge people money to watch you annihilate some guy that shouldn't be there. As a fighter, I mean, even as a fighter, you don't benefit from that. Golovkin will not benefit anything from that. He needs at least someone who will give him a competitive fight. So if you're a true Golovkin fan, you'll want what's right for Golovkin, which is a true opponent. So I don't agree with any of that nonsense. So, writer Patrick Newsom. A total no-go. Gennady Golovkin needs to fight at least Billy Joe Saunders or Lemieux. Completely agree, Patrick. Or a middleweight of reputable wins, considering the level of fighter that he... See, right here, this is exactly what I just said. Considering the level of fighter that he is, a tune-up fight shouldn't be against a DE fighter, okay? This is like comment of the day. I mean, he actually worded it better than I could. You know, Golovkin doesn't need to get in there with a cab driver. It does him no good, okay? A tune-up fight, okay, he says at least a BC level. Maybe he's staging a few fights leading up to the big hurt, low risk for the rematch of Golovkin-Canelo 3. It's obvious that money fights will always take precedence. Yeah, well said, my friend. I mean, that's like... you know, probably, I don't know, one of the best comments I've read in a long time. I'm having a hard time talking because I'm very ill. Okay, the opponent is weak. Okay, Gennady Golovkin, 81. Triple G, 81. Okay, 0-1 Turlock. I don't like the fight at all. I'm a fan of Gennady Golovkin. I thought he beat Canelo and Jacobs by a wide margin. The Vanez fight was his fault, so he got a pass. But this one, I cannot overlook. Okay, Brandon Adams would be a terrible choice and very disappointing as a Triple G fan. All right, you know, look, I'm probably going to leave it at that. Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, just to elaborate for maybe one more minute. Okay, again, a B-level fighter, fine. But when you're getting into the E's and the D's and the no, come on. Just come on. It doesn't matter if you, I mean, and really you think about it, you know, it's like Abel Sanchez said, you know, because they asked Abel, like, you know, when will Golovkin retire? And Abel said, well, when I see someone dominate him, when I see someone actually beat him, you know, not a close fight with Canelo, another world-class elite fighter, you know, when you have a close fight that we all know Golovkin won, you know, that's not good enough to say, hey, you know, you should retire, you know, you got to hang him up, you know, so you have to look at it that way. You know, he's coming off a fight against, you know, Canelo, which a guy that I think he beat twice. You know, so you know, I don't know. I just don't. I don't buy it. I don't buy this whole Brian Adams, whatever the hell his name is. Don't know his name. Don't care to know his name. So, and that's how I see it. That's how I feel. So, anyway, guys, what do you think? You know, leave your comment below, and if you leave your comment below, I'll talk about it in an upcoming video. So it's something new I'm doing on the channel. Shout out Gabriel Garcia, gave me that idea, and all right, you guys have a good night.